I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CTA Review. Today is June 6th, Thursday, 2024. Hope you had a good day here. So we had a very small day here, small range. Basically came and speakered. We speakered up top here, and then we retraced down to tap that previous month's high. Not previous month's, May's high, actually. And we just sat there and it reacted off of that, and that's about it. That's all today did is some little bit of lower lows and lower highs today. Nothing fabulous, but a lot of opportunity though. Great structure here, and let's see if I can make this simple. My goal today was I wasn't part of the 830 data or anything like that, but what I'd like to do is I like to use the 830 data to my advantage, because now I have extra data printed, and then I can turn around and figure out what I'm going to do with my trades post 9:30, right? So 9:30 here. This is a 5 minute, so I'm going to go to 1 minute, but in general speaking, 8:30 had pre 8:30 pushed up, swept the top. So you could see, let me zoom out. You can see higher highs here. And then you can see lower lows here. Point of origin of today right here. See that part of the speaker? And then low, low, low. So 8:30 pushes it down, sweeps liquidity here. Excuse me, something's in my throat, man. And then price retraces all the way back up. Now, as this is 9:30, we're squeezing out sellers. We took the top side, we took the bottom side. But for me, when we yesterday closed, you understand that when we broke that high, we came up and retested it, right? So there's two possibilities of what's going to happen here. Either it's not going to come back to this level, and this is going to be like already used as a test or for wiping out any breakout traders, or we're going to come right back to it. And that's what I decided to go with, and generally speaking, that is the case, and was what the trade was. But show you where I could have made some other opportunities, but I was just stubborn, and I was also busy doing something and researching for some personal matters, and I just kind of set it and forget it type of thing. So I'll go to 1 minute just so you can see what I'm talking about real quick, and then you'll see here 8:30 push down, and then we retrace back up, squeezing all these buyers. We're pretty much in this 5 minute wick here. 15-minute wick right there. If you look on the 15-minute candle, that push-up candle, and you can see it here on the 1 minute, this 8:15 candle. We're pretty much just all sitting in there. You can see the bodies right here of 8:20 and 8:19, never closing above 50% of it. So we're sitting there, and then price is just constantly getting sold from there. So 9:30 comes in here. So right here, 9:30 pushes down first. Excuse me. I actually did sell from this candle, this 9:26. Try to get a pre-trade. Was hoping that it would just rush down for this liquidity low, and then also coming down to here. But they decided to push up again, and then they decided to sweep that high, which is the 927 I'm talking about. So ever so slightly, they swept that, and I knew what time it was, so I just re-entered again. As soon as it swept and then was coming down, I was already in. Let me try to zoom in. Sorry, I know this is kind of, when they highlight this thing, I don't know why they do that, bro. It's so stupid. Is there a way to stop that? I wish. This 940 candle, and then the 941 pushes all the way back up. So right back into that level again with the 815 candle is what I'm talking about. You see that? So I know where I am here. But, a matter of it sweeping again or not is really the question. We never really know these things. But that's why you should have a much bigger stop loss, technically, which should be really here. Because if it's going above here, But for me, I like to keep it tight, so whatever. But anyways, just giving you the logic here. And then sure enough, shoots down. So when it's shooting down, we obviously have the opening range. So we seal that. We come to the head. We bounce up to the 50%. Close again down. Now, when the price gets here, I was going to take the profit out. Because again, I don't need to be right. I need to be profitable. So let me squeeze out the 15-minute real quick so you can see this. So remember here, we have that low here, which is at the 345 15-minute candle that retested that when we purged through, and for the breakout traders bullish. So that's a nice piece of liquidity. It's built. You can see it. It's already there. So me, I'm attacking that. But with this, when it came here at almost 10 o'clock, I'm like, I have to make a decision. I'm like, either I'm going to take it out or I'm hoping 10 o'clock is going to push it down. And I'm really just aiming for this level, and I didn't get that. So here's the problem. 10 o'clock kicks in on the head and pushes it all the way back up. Now, literally, I got my, and just to show you, just so you can understand this trade, that I'm just not just talking. Someone said that yesterday about my buy up here. I'm like, dude, listen, man, I don't need to show you my trade. If I'm telling you what's happening the day before, what makes you think I'm not taking the trade? I don't understand. I mean, it's like, we think I'm here for fun or something. But the purpose of me showing you this is literally a model in itself. Like, this is a model in itself. And you've seen me in the past, if you follow my videos, when we ever break a high like this, I mean, this is a constant trade that I'm always looking for. So because I'm setting and forgetting it today, meaning type of thing, where I was just busy and I'm still on the computer, but I'm like literally doing other things. I literally just put the buy stop here, and just held it. I didn't even fucking care. I mean, I wasn't even really looking. I had another screen on my peripheral. I'm just like, making sure it doesn't break that level, right? But anyways, price retraces all the way back up here, and then gets back into these candles here. And some up candles here, which you could do your 1 minute, 5 minute, whatever you want to pick. Last up candles here, and then sure enough, price comes down, and by the 1 o'clock now, almost this is at lunchtime, doesn't break that low again. So okay, perfect, building liquidity. I'm confident in this. Yes, there's two things that can happen here. It can obviously bust all the way through, this be a support, and we make that leg up, right? That future leg up, or this is just built liquidity and they're coming for it. And look what happens here at the 2 p.m. 4-hour candle. Look at that, just rushes right for it. And this is what I was looking for actually to happen here, but I didn't get that. So, but I'm getting lower lows and lower highs here, and I'm confident in my bias. And again, was this stupid so when it was down here, I was waiting for it too. I even have alerts going on right here, but when it's down here, I wanted to screenshot it here and take the picture, and I wanted to see if it would, and close the trade, but I want to see if it would just go run through. I didn't get that. It's fucking ended up just taking liquidity and then bouncing all the way up. So I had that in risk. So I was like, you know what, done. I'm not playing with this. I should have closed it even here, but that's the risk that you deal with when you keep holding trades. But I was content with this. I was trying to really be cool, man, and my ego. So trying to make sure that it crosses it so I could take the picture here. And it's just like, it's just a foolish thing. And that's why I keep telling people I don't like showing trades, like showing my my every move, because it's like I don't need to. It's like I'm making decisions based off of what I want to show you. So it's just pretty silly in my opinion. But anyways, I was trying to be cool. So and then pretty much on the oversold here, as you can see, and so on. So to try to make this short, I still believe in us coming down more a little bit, at least into here. I mean, that's what would make sense to me. Market maker or not, like I would. So as you can see on the daily, we got these last 3 down candles, right? We have May 29, May 30th, and the 31st. So I expect for us to come down here and at least bounce off of that. It can keep fucking going up, I don't care, but I would at least for the price to come back here. Why? Also, I have in this 4-hour candle, you can see it's almost dead center at 50% of this imbalance right here. And also that means we would get back into this daily imbalance that we shot up. Is it really an imbalance? No, because we have price action on the left. We have price action on the right. So it's went up, it's went down, it's went up. So it does not need to come back here. This is a balanced price range. So what I'm hoping for might not even happen at all, and we might just go straight up. And that's what we deal with. You know what I'm saying? We don't know, but I would like for it to come here. So right now I'm gonna delete it because it's not really that important. But it was just something I would like to see happen. So, but coming to this level where we tag the breakout artist here, that's a must for me. That's a 100% minimum for me, and I went for it. Now again, I should have got out here. Was this stupid to let it come all the way back here? Yes, I think so. Could I have? I was even gonna think about buying it, and then fucking 10 o'clock just shot it straight up. I was like, forget it. Now, 10:01 comes down right here, comes right into this wick of the 959 candle at 50%, and I was like, dude, that's perfect. Take it, because that would be a nice buy for what? To come up into this imbalance here, which I'm talking about the 945. And get into a last up candle here. If I go to a 5-minute, you could just pick your poison. It really doesn't matter. I mean, it's not that serious. You see, I got it on the 5-minute right now, which is this 935. We pop all the way up. We squeeze all the sellers and breakout artists and then balance the price. Get right back to even the open. And I could just make it simple by saying it's the open of the opening range or the opening of the day if they're New York. Sure enough, look at the bodies respecting, just sitting there, and we take off. We sell down, we come all the way back up, and if you take a look at what is this, a 5-minute? So this 5-minute probably won't do it justice because you'll miss it by a hair. There, see right here, this lower high that it made. You could have also put it right here, but if you refined it to a 1-minute, if I go to a 1-minute. I know I'm talking too much. And that's why these videos are long. It's because I am teaching and I am talking too much. But take a look here. You can see it here with this 1-minute very nicely. You can see this 1035, 1036, 1037. These last 3 up candles, if you drag that over, you'll see respecting that as well. It's a nice area. But if you refined it... and you could drag this. It's just these up candles are respecting. Is really what I'm trying to say. It's nothing magical here. Also on the 15-minute, you can see there that wick respecting, this wick respecting. You're like, well, which one is it, dude? Well, I mean, preferably on the last up candles, right? So, but all lower low, lower highs, all respecting each other. And there was something else I wanted to say. 12 minutes. I want to be done, dude. I'd love to make short videos. And then obviously the biggest in front of your face is the opening gap of today. So if you take a look here, we're pretty much anything underneath, anything above that opening of the day, which is midnight, pretty much selling from there. But also the opening of the gap, which is the 6 p.m. open gap of the Eastern time of New York, right there, sitting right there, boom, cunts that liquidity low right there, and finishes the job of this pool right here. And now we're just bouncing back up, and we're just sitting here. So where do we go from here? Let me take a look at some divergence work. You can see we had lower highs here at the 930 open as well for Nas. And here's the thing, if someone asks me also, it's like, well, how do you know which divergence to use or whatever? Well, here's the thing. With this one, I noticed that we did not take out this high. With the high I'm talking about is the 830 high. We didn't take out that high. And we already took those highs out in S&P and Dow, right? Did Dow? Yeah, Dow took it out, right? Yeah, obviously. So we already had higher highs here for Dow. And Nas, S&P, I'm sorry, and then we had lower highs here. So that was also the deciding factor when we were building that liquidity here. I'm like, dude, are they going to bust through this or not? This little bullshit action, price action that they did, time distortion here, trying to make you impatient and also accumulate orders at the same time. But we were kind of still far away from it. So that made my decision of saying, you know what, I'm taking this sell. So, I don't know if that's helpful to you. In some point, you also use it in faith, right? We don't. In all cases, trading some of it is faith. I mean, you can be mechanical as you want, but I mean, your mechanical system is still used on faith as well. I mean, yes, there's statistical advantages and probabilities, right? But it doesn't mean it's going to always work, right? So in simple terms, I was like, just gotta have faith and use this. So, and we were far away from it in a sense, right? We were like really far away from it. So I was like, you know what, this is gonna work out. Sure enough, it did. But nice push back up. Once we made S&P made higher lows here, we had a nice push back up, and you can see Dow here with this lower low here and shot all the way up. But and then as far as it still coming down, again, that was more based off of the level that I was using for the monthly breakout. So that's just pretty much how I attacked the day. Fuck dollar decided to also come down and take out their low. So what did they do? They gapped down, and they took out some lows here, and then they bounced back up here, and then 8:30 well 8:15 shot it down first, then 8:30 brought it all the way down, and then they brought it all the way back up. So pretty much consolidating here, but looking very bearish still, and that's the reason why I needed to get out of my trade, and also that we will now see the leg up. So to finish this video, what do I see happening here? I've already made this clear yesterday. I'm going to do it I'm going to do it again. So this is what I'm looking for. It's either going to do two things, in my opinion. It's either going to act like the 5-year historical data, where we end up just going straight up for June, all right, and getting a retrace type of thing. And it doesn't even show, well, something like this. But it's either we're gonna do this right now, is what I'm thinking. I'm starting to lean towards this because it's just that reaction from the bottom. We didn't go any lower. Or what's still in the cards as an option, as for June, speaking, if we're dealing with the 15 and the 30 year, we still play around here, type of thing, but we end up ultimately kind of doing this, and then we shoot up. All right, coming underneath here is not in the cards at all. I mean, buy everything. Everything's buying. I mean, I don't know. They're going for it, man. So that's what I can expect. So if it retraces and we get this little, W down here, double bottom or whatever, I don't see it breaking like this level or anything like that. Like, this is just solid. So yeah, you guys take care and God bless.